All right, y'all, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I don't consider this a very serious story, so I'll say that up front, but I do want to dive into it with you all. So Tucker Carlson, ever since being axed from Fox News and making his way over to Twitter/X, he's been going more and more salacious, more and more extreme, probably to try to get more eyeballs on him, generate more noise around him, desperately trying to maintain the fame and relevance that he got in that 8 p.m. time slot on Fox News. And so he decided he's going to do an interview with a guy by the name of Larry Sinclair, I think his name is. And this dude claims, hey, in 1999, I had sex with Barack Obama. And so Tucker thinks, how would you like a special interview? Now, I don't know how long. Is it like an hour-long interview? I don't know. Is it 30 minutes? I don't know. But, like, it's kind of hilarious that he's like, yes, in the year of our Lord 2023, when this dude's been out of power for 7 years, let's do, let's discuss his sexuality on the air. So, I mean, right off the bat, before I show you the video and give you some information here, let me just say, I could not care less about this. Who cares about Barack Obama's sexuality, right? Like, it's the least relevant thing to discuss vis-a-vis Barack Obama. There's a million ways. If you, Tucker Carlson, want to criticize Barack Obama because you're a Republican hack and you hate Democrats, okay, go be my guest. But why don't you attack him over, I don't know, illegally drone striking a hospital in Afghanistan and killing massive numbers of civilians? Killing a U.S. citizen with a drone without any due process whatsoever? That's Anwar al-Awlaki's son, who is innocent, didn't do anything wrong. There are ways to go after Barack Obama that are legitimate. He's not doing that. He's saying, you know what? Turns out he likes dick. Who cares? Who cares? If it's true, if it's not true, I don't care. Nobody should care. This is the dumbest conversation ever. Now, having said that, let me give you some information. First, let's take a look at the little snippet that he released with this guy, and then we'll talk about it some more.
You're just a guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah. Pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack $250 to pay for coke. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort, and next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice, you had no idea who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
You just asked the obvious question, what was Obama like on crack? Is it your sense that that's who Obama is, just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like, what is this?
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't as long.
The guy's running for president, and credible information comes out that he's smoking crack and having sex with dudes. That seems like a story.
Well, it would be a story if the media really cared about telling people the truth.
Now, I will be very interested to see if Barack Obama decides to sue Tucker or this guy for defamation. And the reason I say that is we already know some questionable things about this dude. So this guy failed a polygraph test on this exact issue. So he was given a lie detector test. And apparently it said, he's lying. And so then after that, he came out and said, what really happened is the Obama advisor David Axelrod paid $750,000 to rig the polygraph test. Does that throw a little bit of a wrench into, the veracity of his story? I would think so. Now, some more information on this guy that I found interesting is that apparently he has a 27-year criminal record with a specialty in crimes involving deceit, including, quote, forgery charges in 2 states, one of which drew Sinclair a 16-year jail sentence. At the time that this dude made his allegations, there was, quote, an outstanding warrant for Sinclair's arrest for forging an acquaintance's signature and stealing her tax refunds in 2001, and he had been arrested and charged with disorderly conduct in South Carolina the previous year. Now, look, we're all in favor of having some fun, right? Speculating wildly. That's all par for the course in political commentary world. But, are you really going to pound the gavel on this story being true based on these mitigating factors when he has this record, a proven liar, but Tucker brings him on and, does a softball interview with him? Again, I'll be very interested to see if Barack Obama sues either Tucker or this guy for defamation, or he might not do anything because he fears of, like, the Streisand effect or whatever. So, is he gay? I have no idea if he's gay. I certainly don't believe this guy's story, but I don't know about his sexuality. I don't care about his sexuality. I care about the war crimes, okay? Now, look, I'm fair. I'll call out the negative stuff, the war crimes. I'll also bring up, hey, I think the Iran deal was good. I think the deal with Cuba was good. I think the Paris Climate Agreement was good. You know, I can list a number of things. It's like, okay, he did a good job on those things. But like, none of this matters, even in the slightest. This is what a lot of media has come to, especially online, where there's so many different shows and everybody's competing to get eyeballs. And it's like, who's going to be a terminal contrarian? Who's going to be a narrative humper? Who's going to be, you know, a tabloid level goon? Just trying to be as salacious as possible to get eyeballs. That's really where we're at here. There was a story that came out recently. Obama wrote to like his ex-girlfriend and said something like, I make love to men daily, but in the mind. And it seemed to me, so the right-wingers were saying, see, he definitely is gay. But a lot of lefties were saying, it sounds to me like this is something you say to your ex-girlfriend when you're trying to get laid. Trying to get laid, trying to sound cool, trying to sound deep, maybe I am bisexual, bro. Maybe I am. You want to give me some pussy? I don't know. I don't care. If you want to think he's gay, think he's gay. Nothing hinges on that. You want to think he's straight, think he's straight. Nothing hinges on that. But certainly don't take the word of this guy who is a proven liar, as Tucker gives him a softball interview. At the end of the day, none of this matters even in the slightest. But it says a lot about where the far right is, that like when considering a line of attack against the former president who's been out of office for 7 years, the first thing they go to isn't the war crimes. The first thing they go to is, you like cock. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Who cares? Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.